morning, nice to see you on a chilly Tuesday morning. Hope you're having a great day. Are the presents under your tree growing and growing, and are you feeling yourself more and more in the holiday spirit? We certainly hope so. At my house, I'll tell you what's growing, and that's our cookie baking list. We seem to have gotten really into the fun of the season and baking in the kitchen, so good thing for me, our next guests are here this morning, our first guests rather, Drs. Jeremy and Jermaine Hogstrom, who of course are with CHI Memorial Internal Medicine Associates. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
So your topic is feeling good mentally and physically during the holiday season. Yeah. So you can go ahead and slap my hand, hit it, go ahead and hit it. Because with every round of cookies that we make, the fun is in tasting the cookie dough and being the one to get to clean out the bowl, right?
That's always the fun part.
That's going to make me not feel very good, though, if I keep it going.
Not.
So what are my tricks? What do I need to keep in mind this time of year?
Yeah, so I think that, a little bit of what we touched on last time was, of course, portion control, right? So last time I think I gave the rule of thumb about, whatever you can fit in the palm of your hand. And so the same thing for Thanksgiving will be for Christmas. And I like to say it's not that you can't have the things that we like to have, but a lot of times we tend to overdo it. And so, if you try to set your limits early and know how much you're going to have ahead of time and then try to stick with that, then you'll find yourself usually staying in the game. And then later on, if you have another surprise treat, you don't have to feel so guilty about having that. So,
well, I mean, you live long enough, you kind of figure these things out a little bit on your own. It's telling your kids, getting them to believe it, that can be the challenge. But, you bake those sweets, for example, and all it takes is a few indulgences, and you think, get this away from me. I'll go share with my neighbors.
Yeah, absolutely. One tip that I always like to recommend is when it comes to the big holiday dinner, everyone likes to always eat a whole lot of food. Try going with the fruits first, the vegetables first. Try to get that fiber in. It will fill you up faster, and it allows you to not indulge so much into the good stuff, being the treats and the pies and things, just so that you're keeping your sugars under control, minimizing those risk factors.
Well, I talked about the sweet side of things, but you've got to also be careful about your salt intake.
Oh, absolutely.
This time of year too, right?
Yeah, that's one thing I stress a lot. Really be careful with, intake salt, butter. Try sticking to, if you like to deep fry that turkey or try to bake it instead. Really watch the sodium, because especially during this time of the year, heart health is very important.
Right. Yeah. What was I going to ask you? In terms of, on the mental side of things then, what happens is if you don't follow this advice, then your waistline begins to tighten on your pants. Or maybe you've been trying to kind of eat healthier just in general, and you feel bad about yourself because you failed, quote, and you beat yourself up, and now it's a double loss.
Yeah, so I have seen a lot of times where people come in and they are feeling a little bit down about themselves, whether they've been trying to get in better shape throughout the year long, or whether it's just come to the holiday season and now they've suddenly gained 20 pounds. And so it does take a toll on your mental health as well. And so thinking about the holiday season and mental health, about 5% of people tend to go into the seasonal affective disorder of like a seasonal depression. I think we all kind of have heard about this, and that's because you have a lack of that sunlight. So nowadays it's starting to get dark around maybe 4:30, just before 5, and that really plays a role on the chemical balances in your brain. And so some people tend to fall into a seasonal depression, and there are some things that you can do to kind of mitigate that and to kind of soften the blow of that.
Like what?
Well, you can have, of course, there's the option of medications. Not everybody's always a fan of wanting to start with the medication first, but you can also try a light therapy with like a light box. That's definitely something you could do every morning. I always recommend still getting up and being physically active, because physical activity helps to release the natural serotonin in your body, and by doing that you start to feel a little bit better. Right. And then of course being around the ones that you love too. So that also
I've been talking with some friends of mine, and our kids have grown, so Christmas feels a little bit different now, and the nostalgia of it has just shifted somewhat. But for people who've gone through a loss during this time of year, even if it's a loss that took place years ago, but it happened at this time of year. The holidays are not always as joy-filled as the Hallmark Channel would make us think they are.
This is true, and I've seen that already. I've seen patients that have already experienced a loss even this year, so I know it's going to be tough for them. But I tell them, just take it one day at a time. Just really try to surround yourself with friends and family as best as you can. Those that uplift you, those that keep you in positive spirits.
And I guess if you can find a way, like you're saying, just one day at a time to get through and see the positive in the day, or avoid the overindulgence in the day, that's a habit formed. And the next day it's stronger, and you can carry it day by day.
Absolutely. Yep.
So what if your New Year's resolution is to get yourself in shape and in good health and have someone to cheerlead you along the way? Are y'all taking new patients?
We are taking new patients. You can see us, we're on Hicks and Pike. We're always willing to accept anyone that wants to come into our doors, and we are ready.
I guess we have this tendency to want to try to avoid uncomfortable conversations or numbers that we don't really want to see.
Of course.
But until you know what those are,
you
can't change them.
Right. Yeah. You have to know what the facts are. Know what the it's kind of like when you play football. Right. You have to know what the field is looking like before you can just jump into the game. And that's the same thing with your own health. You have to know what your blood pressure numbers are, cholesterol, all of that. Now that we know, we can get a game plan and attack that. So.
Okay. They're going to help you win that Super Bowl. Okay. Here's where you'll find them at CHI Memorial Internal Medicine Associates. As you heard them say, on Hicks and Pike. Their phone number is 875-0999. Go ahead and call them. You can schedule that appointment when your calendar is nice and clear in early to mid-January, and let them walk you through to success. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
The Hemp House is your local home for top-shelf CBD and hemp products. Come meet our experts in a comfortable, inclusive environment. All the items we carry are from vendors we have personally verified and trust. The Hemp House, 4 locations, or visit us at hemphousechat.com.
Hello, I'm Kevin Bragg from Bragg Weight Loss. We change lives every day. I would like for you to meet a few.
I'm Laura, over 40 pounds with Bragg Weight Loss.
My name is Ricky Sharp. I've lost 48.6 pounds with Bragg Weight Loss.
I'm Lindsay, and I've lost 54 pounds on Bragg Weight Loss.
Hi, my name is Kathy, and I have lost 50 pounds on Dr. Bragg's weight loss.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I've lost over 40 pounds with Bragg's Weight Loss.
The holiday season is here and the shopping frenzy has begun. But wait, what's this? At Armor Exteriors,